Hi friends, here's a real quick seated stretch with some reclined poses at the end. Very relaxing and chill. See you on the mat. So we're gonna start today sitting with your feet forward away from your sitting bones, and then we're just gonna drape your body forward. We're sliding your hands toward the tops of your feet. And try to bring, if you can, your underarms toward your knees, and maybe you can cup your fingers around your toes, but don't overdo. Just let your hands go wherever they want. And then melt here for a couple breaths, looking at your tail and breathing space into your back ribs. Breathing space into any tension. Closing your eyes for a moment, letting the tailbone descend straight toward the earth, and set your intention for practice. Let that intention guide you today. Then start to slide up. Hands come right in front of the shins. Bring your heels a little closer. Drop your elbows on the inhale, look up. Exhale, traction. Curl the tail, belly to spine. And then inhale, shoulders on the back, look up. And then exhale, gently curl in. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, curl in. And then sitting up really tall, open your knees, soles of feet together. Take your hands in front of your ankles or interlacing your hands in front of your toes. Press your outer knees down and then scoop them in toward your arms. Press your outer knees down, look up, scoop them in toward your arms. Knees press out. Inhale, exhale, scoop in. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, scoop in, feet on the ground. Now take your left arm on the inside of your knee, cup your fingers right around your toes, or just rest that left hand on top of your foot. Take your right hand, fingertips tented, back behind you, and gently look to the right. Hug that left inner knee into your arm as you press the arm into the knee, and we'll inhale, and we'll exhale, come back around. Now, right arm lays on the inside of that right knee. Right hand could reach for the toes or just rest on the foot. And then take your left fingers behind you and turn. And just look to the left. You don't have to turn too much through the neck, just whatever's available. Resist that right knee into the arm and the arm into the knee. And inhale and exhale. Both arms inside the knees. Take your two first fingers around the big toes and open the knees, and then lift up tall through the chest. And then squeeze the knees in and balance. Arms are on the insides of the knees. Try to flex your feet and squeeze your knees in toward each other a little bit. Inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your heels on the ground and start to inch your heels forward a little bit by little bit. Then left heel and right heel, and left heel and right heel until you come all the way into your Paschimottanasana. Now, if you weren't able to keep your hands or your fingers in touch with your feet, then your hands can be on your shins or ankles and fold wherever you're at. Take an inhale. And then exhale. Sit up really tall, nice tall spine. Shoulder blades glide down the back. Take your fingertips behind you. Your pinky fingers may touch. Now let your inner thighs roll forward and down. The pubic bones moving toward the tailbone. Gently look up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And we'll inhale and we'll exhale, draw the belly in. We're going to come down onto the back. So we're making our way down onto the back. Bringing the soles of feet together, let your knees splay open. Your hands can rest on the belly. A couple moments to breathe there. The rising and falling of the belly as you breathe, bringing a calming, soothing effect to your state of being. And we'll start to draw the knees in, scoop the knees in, bring the feet on the floor, about hip width distance apart, and then pick up your lower back and lay it long, all the way to the tailbone. Then we're going to drag one shoulder at a time underneath the back, palms facing up. Press through the feet, lift up the hips and pelvis, coming toward a bridge pose, hugging your knees in gently. Inhale and exhale, roll down, upper back, middle back, lower back, last of all. And 2 more times. Inhale, lift up, knees hugging in, press the feet away from your shoulder blades, and then exhale, roll down, upper, middle, lower. Tailbone resting last. And 1 more time, inhale, sweep up, breathing the chest toward the chin, and exhale, melt down, lower, all the way down, resting the lower back down. Take your arms to a nice cactus shape. Drawing your knees in toward the body, gently flexing the feet. Let the knees go over to the right, all the way over and down. Let's keep a neutral gaze. Let the left shoulder blade glide underneath your back. Try to relax the knees down and the feet and the ankles. Breathe into that left side seam. Pausing for a moment at the end of the exhale. And then draw the knees back into center. Let your knees go over to the left. Peeking. Maybe slightly right, but don't turn your head too much. Just keep your neck kind of neutral and let that right shoulder draw underneath the back. Breathing there. Drawing that right top of the thigh away from the chin and finding that pause at the end of the exhale. And then bring both knees back to center. Wrap your hands in front of the shins, give a little hug. Rock side to side. Rest your feet on the floor, hip width distance. Cross your right ankle on top of the left thigh. Press your right hand into the right inner thigh. Flex that right foot. Take a pause. Rocking a little bit might feel nice. And then gently release that right foot down. Cross your left ankle on top. Left hand on the inner thigh. Give it a little press. Gently rock if that feels okay. And then uncross. Heel toe your feet mat width distance apart. Let your knees knock in to touch. And then rest your hands on your rib cage. Let your shoulders relax. And breathing here. Notice the flow of the inhale, expanding the belly, the ribs, the chest, and right up through the crown of the head. And then let your exhale empty out down through the chest, the ribs, the belly, all the way out through the tail. What tension are you able to release? Is there anything long held or gripped onto that's able to soften and fall away? Dissolving your sacrum, the lower back plane. Letting your feet be grounded and the toes are soft. And start to slowly windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Wringing out your hips. Invite compassion for this form, compassion for wherever you're at. Taking time to find this gentle movement practice for yourself. Get out of a busy mind and become more centered in your body. Let's hug the knees in. Again, taking your time to roll to either side and take a pause, resting on your side. And slowly make your way up to sit when you're ready. Let's arrive in an upright seat together and sweep your right arm forward and up and hinge your right elbow. And then just take your left hand on the elbow and hug it in toward the midline. And your fingertips may graze your back. Anywhere, sort of like at the top of the neck or maybe a little lower. Lift that right elbow up a little bit and let that arm just kind of drape down. Let that left arm drape down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and then swing that left arm up, hinge the elbow, take your right hand on top of that left elbow and squeeze the arm in toward your midline. The left fingertips can graze the back of your neck. So doing a little shoulder release. Lift that right elbow up a little bit. Use your right hand to lift that left elbow up a little bit. And then release and let that arm drape down. Let your right arm drape down. Come forward, plant your palms, give both palms a press into the floor. And then we'll come on up, rest your hands on tops of your thighs. Anywhere, closing your eyes. Shoulder blades right on the back. Take a moment to thank yourself for showing up today. And I am wishing you joy, peace, health, strength, courage, and trust on the journey. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I so appreciate it. Please subscribe to my channel and hit that super thanks button. I would really be grateful for that. And join me again, and I'll see you next time. Keep it up.